So we learned yesterday that inscribed angles are half the measure of the intercepted arc. So in this problem, they tell us that arc AB is 100 degrees. So let's figure out which angle that corresponds to. The easiest way to do it is to kind of trace the arc that it's talking about and find sides of an angle that create that arc. So in this case, we're looking at angle 7. So if arc AB is 100 degrees, then angle 7 is 50 degrees. Okay, angle 7 is 50 degrees right here. Is there another angle that intercepts that arc? Angle 4. If we trace the sides of angle 4, we also intercept that arc AB. So angle 4 is also 50 degrees. Okay, so those are the two inscribed angles for arc AB. Let's look at any other information that we may be able to come up with here. BD is a diameter. So that means from D to A to B, that's half of our circle. So what's the measure of arc DA? What's the measure of arc DA right here? 80. Okay, that is 80 degrees. So let's look at the inscribed angles for arc DA. Okay, so if we trace here and here, angle 2 intercepts that arc. So angle 2 is an inscribed angle for arc DA or AD, however you want to look at it. So it is 40 degrees. Is there another inscribed angle for arc AD? Angle 5. You see angle 5 here, how it intercepts that arc as well. I think it really helps to trace out the lines there. So the measure of angle 5 is also 40 degrees. Okay, I really think that is all that we can do here as far as finding the individual measures of these arcs, because we don't have any central angles. None of those angles are central angles. They're all inscribed angles. So I don't think that we can find the measure of any of these other ones. 40. Let me put them on my picture so I can just see. No, I think that's about it. Okay, let's reset the problem here. Part B resets the problem. So I didn't put another copy of it on your paper, but I've got a fresh copy up here. So let's look at what they tell us in B. The measure of angle 1 is 55 degrees. The measure of angle 2 is 50 degrees. And they want to know the measures of the 4 minor arcs, AB, BC, CD, and DA. All right, so any thoughts here? Any thoughts here? What can the 55 degrees tell us? CB. Okay, CB. I think it really helps to trace out the sides that create the angle, extend them past the circle so you can clearly see the intercepted arc. So angle 1 intercepts the arc BC. So if the inscribed angle is 55 degrees, what is the measure of the arc? 110. Okay. The 50 degrees right there, which arc does it intercept? DA. So if the inscribed angle is 50, then the intercepted arc is 100. It says we should be able to find the measure of all the arcs. So we've got 2 of them. What can we do to find AB and CD? Which one? CD would be 70? Yes, it would. Okay. Why? Yep. So straight line, that's a diameter. BD is still the diameter. So we've got half the circle down here. We got 110 degrees, so we got 70 left. So that means what is AB? 80. We got the other half of the circle up there. So 180 minus 100 is 80. Okay? So you're going to have to use some ideas like this today to be able to practice this and answer the questions that I'm going to ask you. You're going to have to put together the pieces. Sometimes you're going to have to use half the circle. Sometimes you're going to have to use the whole circle to be able to find the missing pieces. All right, any questions? Okay, I think, yeah, I'm just going to turn you loose on that.